Die kunt dus ook zo oppassen. En de container. Ik weet niet of die terug maar nee, zo weer. Alles is klaar. Ja, dat is altijd al zo.
Hij stream.
Ja. Niet meer hier op pick-up doen. Dan ga ik zo bij de storing die lijkt
Of vanaf streamwijk. Ja.
Nee, wacht. Dat snap je niet. Streamen dan niet.
Ja, ik zie het uit in live.
That's basically it. Je moet zo'n story moet jij zo je extent van je ook die is steeds meer cover één extra. Ja, dus dat is het geweest.
Streamen.
Ja, maar nou is het stream. So ek weet nie of hy live moet wees of hy die weer dit oor tyd stream nie, as jy van wat ek sê.
Nee, hij moet live is, je moet dit zien.
Ja, nee.
Nee, ons sien nie dit nie. Ons sien vir Jan wat
Ja, ik weet dat ook. De kaartjes zijn een soort van die hier, de kaart, ik weet dat. Die eerste is wat ik hier had. Dat is wat anders in een stadje krijgen. En anders nog eigenlijk een meer plaatsen shops. Maar ja, dat is heel zullen we vanavond zo gaan kijken hoe je slimmer in auto rijden. Dat lijkt me niet naar de rijden. Die staat wel. Zullen we nodig hebben? Dus als je dat vandaag moet doen, dan is het niet Maak je nog wel niet te zijn. Irriteer mensen mee.
Kijk uitgeschreven aan de
Ja.
ja, ik word echt gekend hier. Wat ik aan te kijken, duiken dus duiken. Je moet je buiten eruit komen. Ja. Ik wil je eens een charge. Wat ik aan te kijken? Duiken, duiken. Jij organiseert ons aan. Wie is er voor jou bij elkaar?
Ja, steeds bij.
Maar laat je afzien.
Het is maar net van de ik zie je zo
Zo be it.
mensen met mij, we hebben praten met iemand. Ja, ja, kijk, van de
Als je bezig met familie, net je zusje uit. Goed zijn uit.
Welcome. How are you? How are you?
How's the familie hier? Maar dat is een beetje best dan. Dat is een beetje wel. Maar ik heb wel 5 jaar lang. Want het is heel al hetzelfde land. Dus silinder al die hand aan tevore was tydens die voor installasie. Ja, dat is ook iets. Wil je zeggen, en dan langtermijn, daar en hier dan maar dit moet niet heel moeilijk crossen. Die laat ik het tot iedereen ook gaat ook bij is een goede video.
Die show that was
Ai, toch wel los hier. Hoe gaat het nou? I don't know. My dad discussion on that.
on falling, wind won't blow them away. Water won't stop rising, yeah, the levee's gonna give way. This house has been neglected, it's covered in ferns. This much has been expected, yeah, the road has endless turns. Now the sun has gone down, darkness here to stay. No life left in this town, no place for the kids to play. The road is long, yeah, we easily stray. When our faith is gone, all our thoughts turn to gray. wind won't blow them away. neglected. It's covered in ferns. This much has been expected. Yeah, the road has endless turns. Now the sun has gone down, darkness here to stay. No life left in this town, no place for the kids to play. The road is long, yeah, we easily stray. When our faith is gone, all our thoughts turn to gray. Keep on falling, wind won't blow them away. Water won't stop rising, yeah, the levee's gonna give way. This house has been neglected, it's covered in ferns. Darkness here to stay. No life left in this town. No place for the kids to play. The road is long. Yeah, we easily stray. When our faith is gone, all our thoughts turn to gray.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And another one. We'll get better at this, huh?
Hey, at least we tried.
Dalk kan jy dit actually toets. Dit is nee, jy moet hom op die ander browser sit.
This is a demonstration of
Jy
Wirecast.
kan op jou foon gaan vir ons toets.
So we're starting, even though not everyone's here.
Dit werk op Wayne se
Dirk's
foon.
not here, Lee's not here. Where's Billy?
Dirk gaan nie wees. Billy is hier. Dit is Billy.
Oh, where's Billy? Lee's not here. All the stand-up guys not here. Okay, so we're starting.
So let's confirm the sound and then we're starting, huh?
Who's confirming the sound?
Wayne.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Hello.
Now you wait 10 seconds and then
Is that too short?
Rob, keep on talking, man.
I don't know what to say.
Are we through? Okay, Rob. Fine.
Yeah, so it's delayed. So let's just start.
Go for it.
If you fail, we fail.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's a joke. No, my joke. Okay, so welcome everyone to our first live streaming attempt at having a company meeting. And the reason for this is because we've got a couple of things planned in all the different regions. So we thought the best way to do it is instead of having a meeting just for the Joburg guys, try to introduce a concept that will make it inclusive for Durban and Cape Town.
So let's just say how's it to Dirk and all the guys that couldn't make it, huh?
Wow, they're watching.
Yeah, hopefully they're watching, huh?
This
Everybody
is a
waits.
demonstration of
It
Wirecast.
feels weird because Dirk's not talking back to me, so I don't know if he's listening. Dirk, send me a WhatsApp. You can hear me.
In fact, if you watch this via YouTube,
Yes.
WhatsApp for Rob.
Yeah, my number is 082411875.
That's
Okay, all right. So, yeah, you can see we call each other a lot. All right.
This
Okay.
is a
So
demonstration
just
of
quickly,
Wirecast.
I think it's been a while since we've seen some of the faces. We're busy with quite a few projects, and here comes another one. Tommy! There we go. There's someone just sent a WhatsApp. Peter Swart says, turn up the volume. How do we turn up the volume?
I don't know.
And Peter de Jong said, "Wait, right here. Okay, this shit's working." All right. So, just quickly, we've got one new face in our
This
in our
is a
business.
demonstration of
Perhaps
Wirecast.
you can come stand in front here and just introduce yourself. Tell us, how many girls you've kissed, etc., etc.
I don't think this camera is big enough for Billy. No, closer. This is unfortunate in mic as well.
Okay, cool. Hello, I'm Willie. I'm a sex addict. Sorry, that's the wrong one.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'm a junior dev. I'll let you the KZN people probably gonna wave back in 10 seconds. Yeah. Like golf, like music, and like to be social. That's me.
Like here.
Thank you. Welcome, Billy. Everyone say welcome, Billy. Yeah. Okay.
This is a
give on
demonstration
someone
of Wirecast.
Yeah, it's you.
Okay, we do have a special guest here today. Actually, we've got the services director for Africa and the Middle East from K2, Samuel Camacho. Hello everyone. That's Samuel Camacho. There he is.
The cameraman's left.
Yeah, with the K2 shirt. He's waving. There he is waving. So the reason why Samuel is just here is we're trying to form a much stronger relationship with K2, given a very cool set of
K2 skills.
This is a
that we have.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Yes, so obviously, you know, we come from, a lot of us have worked with K2 from its inception. A lot of the guys, when we were working on K2, were still in kindergarten, like Wilton. But hopefully we'll get you there with the K2 knowledge that we acquired over the years. So the point is, we're trying to form a strong relationship with K2 to let them outsource a lot more types of projects to us because they get a heavy load of work, but they're a very small services team. And then obviously, there's even more discussions with K2 globally.
This
So
is a demonstration
K2
of
is in the
Wirecast.
US, in the UK, Australia, those types of places often need a remote location to help them also with some assistance in terms of services or getting a project over the line. And we're kind of seeing if there's a potential to do something with K2 in that regard. And that's why I keep telling you guys, disregarding all these other offers that people give you, whatever, do not move away from K2. K2 is an excellent product. It's something that is going globally on a great scale, on a big scale.
This
it will
is a
be
demonstration
phenomenon
of Wirecast.
that will supersede things like SAP and other projects, in my opinion, in the future.
Maybe just talk about the amazing funding that these guys got and how big they get.
Yeah,
for this.
Yeah, so something that's in my mind is actually K2 in the US got $100 million funding. I don't know from who or how you raised the funds, perhaps you could give us, but they raised $100 million in the US a few months ago. 150, yeah, $50 million.
So who can
This
counter
is a
that?
demonstration of Wirecast.
So, I mean, that should also show you where K2 is going in the US. And then what I also asked was, to Samuel, is like, if you compare the revenue that the US is generating of K2 versus what we generate in South Africa, it's like 1%, right, of what we generate compared to the US. But at the same time, the technical pool of K2 here in South Africa is much larger than what's in the US. So that opens a huge door for anybody here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Anybody here who wants to do, who's got international aspirations. And we've recently done a few projects with clients in the UK and the US, and it's a totally different ballgame when you get to work with customers from the States. You've got to up it. You've got to, when you just engage with a customer, you can see the Americans have got a completely different level of professionalism compared to what we've got. So they don't take ordinary, they don't take even 80%. You've got to literally give the very best, otherwise...
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
By that way, for a customer called DBR in the States, and that was, if not probably one of the most challenging projects we've done there. Right? Yeah, Wayne, by the way, thank you. And how was it dealing with the Americans? Yes, but I mean, was it something nice to be involved in terms of the international customer?
No, it's different, kind of different output. They do things differently.
I don't know what Gabriel's trying to do, but anyway, yes, I agree with you, Wayne. Sorry, Gabriel distracted me there. He's surf boys. Alright.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Okay. It's Zululand, man. Okay. Yeah, they took it to heart. Yes. Okay, so you're throwing me off here a bit. Yeah, so that's Samuel. So the reason why we invite Samuel is we just had a quick discussion, and obviously just so that he can get to know everybody, yeah, and what our skills are and what you guys' strengths are, etc., and your level of capability.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Samuel, listen, he has a resource requirement, and I'm going to say, okay, we're going to use Yaku. Then he's going to be like, oh, I know who's Yaku. Oh, he's a toolbox guy. Yes. All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. In terms of other speeches,
Maybe just mention Cape Town. And
oh yes, so let's quickly talk about Cape Town. So unfortunately, we have had a resignation in Cape Town, in fact 2, and I think we should take this opportunity to thank those 2 individuals who have been phenomenal.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
3-4 years. In fact, Wayne was our first permanent employee, right, back 4 years ago, 4 years ago. So Wayne has now accepted an offer to go and work for K2 in Australia. So soon, in about a month's time, we'll be able to send messages to Wayne over Skype and tell him, how's the sheep?
he's really just a spy for us. So.
Yes, he's just a spy. Yes. But anyway, no, so Wayne, from the bottom of mine and Willem's heart,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
everything you have done for us. You've been, how can I call it, someone that we've always been able to turn up the volume on or put a project on and say, we're under pressure here, or we're in trouble, we need someone to get in there and get stuck in and solve the problem for us. And Wayne has been that for us. I agree.
And just generally a great guy. Huh?
Yeah.
Listens to cool music, lives in Cape Town.
Someone you
Long
can really
hair.
enjoy.
So some of his clients calls
This
him the
is a
code demon.
demonstration of
There's a
Wirecast.
good reason for that. So Wayne, appreciate it. Huh?
I think
Everyone,
Wayne-
let's just
So
raise one
cheers
for
or a
Wayne.
round of applause to old Wayne.
Oh,
Thank you,
cheers, Wayne.
Wayne.
Yeah, man.
And then the second person from Cape Town is also someone that I personally have very close to my heart. He's been around with us for a long time. Peter Swart is leaving us. He's going to go work for a small company there. They're starting up. He's going to be building some products. And we've always, I think we're going to anyway keep Peter.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
To always try and keep him as part of the team. So if it doesn't work out there, he comes back and joins us. Sorry? Yeah, I'll get it. So, but just quickly on Peter as well. So I worked with Peter at iGrade, and it was his first, essentially, permanent or professional job that he worked with, and he worked under me. I think Jason remembers Peter. He was someone who's also, you could give him anything, and he just tackles it. He tended to complain a lot. Yes, Peter, you whine like
This
crazy.
is a
but
demonstration
he's
of
exceptional
Wirecast.
resource. He's fantastic. He's huh?
Just get
Talk.
closer to the mic.
Get
huh?
closer to the mic.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, okay. So, but Peter, from also again from Willem and myself, you know, we just like to thank you for everything that you've done. You've also been someone that we can put the pressure on, or we can put any deep project that's busy falling apart onto Peter's lap, and he just takes it over and he wins it. Like, no complaints, okay, he did complain, but the point is he still gets the job done. So Peter, we wish you luck, and I know we'll probably be seeing you in
This
about 6
is a
months' time.
demonstration of
Cheers,
Wirecast.
everyone for Peter. Yeah. All right, then just quickly, one last thing is, we're going down to Cape Town. Yes, Dimitri, we're coming to see you. I hope you're watching. I'm talking. Hey, Dimitri! So we're coming down to Cape Town, I think, either on the 9th or the 10th, or probably both days. And the reason why we're going there is there's a lot of opportunity in Cape Town, and now with 2 resources leaving, we've got a great, we've spoken to Arnold, and there's 2 or 3 companies that we are actually also going to go and visit down there. We've got a small little dev team.
This is a
with the idea
demonstration
actually
of
buying those
Wirecast.
businesses in Cape Town. So, Dimitri, don't feel alone. We have a plan, and you will not be alone for much longer. So, that's on the Cape Town front. So hopefully, Dimitri, will see you next week. Cool. Then for Durban, I think we're going to let Gabriel quickly take over and have a chat. All right. Cool. So, does someone need to find you?
No.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's great.
See, that's how delayed it is. No, not really. More like 30 seconds. please turn that off. It's like horrendous. Is that what our sounds like?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
You know they have to watch this delay now.
Yeah, everyone's just standing here doing nothing. That chick's got a much better voice than you. So because the upload speed is quite a delay.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Is hierdie donderse ding aan? Oh, okay, cool. Hi colleagues, I am Gabriel. For those in the First Digital family I have not met yet, I am the unit manager for First Digital's KwaZulu-Natal regional office. The coastal team of First Digital has had a jam-packed year so far. After we started the division in March, we have grown the team from 3 to 8 people and continue to look for talented and hard-working people to join us in our ever-increasing regional expansion of First Digital. Our most recent recruits are Zinto, who manages our SharePoint support and SLAs, and Jude, who joined the web and mobile development team. First Digital KZN services clients from Richards Bay in the north and as far down south as PE in the Eastern Cape. Durban business dominates our private sector work, while our government clients typically reside in Pietermaritzburg. We have steadily increased our monthly revenue from a paltry 100,000 Rand in March to a healthier 600,000 Rand last month. The transition from Joburg HQ to a locally managed team has been challenging, especially the ownership of some legacy projects including SPAR and Club Ledger. Unfortunately, this continues to have a real impact on our profitability. We have, however, implemented a mature project methodology that is now paying off. Recent successes include the deployment of K-App mobile application to all major app stores, the completion of the SPAR mobile application, and the deployment of the first K2 workflows at Mashcash. We have further projects kicking off at Dunlop, Starrock Maritime, and Barlow World Transport. Durban is showing good, steady growth, especially in the services, manufacturing, and logistics industries. We are adding the most new millionaires in South Africa to the South African Millionaires list, and Durban was recently awarded the 2022 Commonwealth Games. In my opinion, this is a great springboard for possibly hosting the Olympic Games one day in the future. The Durban port is a hive of activity and remains the heart of Durban. Ambitious projects planned for the future might make it one of the biggest container ports in the world. On the social side, the awesome First Digital KZN team gets together monthly for an internal code bake, where the guys show off new and emerging technologies to each other. That is normally followed by a visit to the First Technology Bar, which religiously opens every Friday afternoon. As a matter of fact, in about an hour's time. This is a great opportunity for the First Technology staff to spend social time together, and we often have vendors and clients join us. Nothing like putting the week's stress behind you by shooting tequilas with the sales team, or rather, shoot the sales team. Fresh air, a relaxed business environment, and awesome weather, especially the winter waters, makes for quality of life. Although when you look at my stress levels, you wouldn't really say that. But ask Matt, the biggest surfer in the team, who's taking a surf trip with his buddies up the north coast this weekend. Or Peter, who is already planning to pull out a 20-kilogram tuna from Allowell Shoal this Sunday. Or Zinto, who's planning on renting a bicycle to cycle the 10-kilometer beachfront with rollerblade chicks and other fitness bunnies around him. Did I mention that we were looking for good talent to expand the team down here? Thanks for taking the time, guys, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Is hierdie donderse ding aan? Oh, okay, cool. Hi colleagues, I am Gabriel. For those in the First Digital family I have not met yet, I am the Unit Manager for First Digital's KwaZulu-Natal Regional Office. The coastal team of First Digital has had a jam-packed year so far. After we started the division in March, we have grown the team from 3 to 8 people and continue to look for talented and hard-working people to join us in our ever-increasing regional expansion of First Digital. Our most recent recruits are Zinto, who manages our SharePoint support and SLAs, and Jude, who joined the web and mobile development team. First Digital KZN services clients from Richards Bay in the north and as far down south as PE in the Eastern Cape.
Wirecast.
Durban business dominates our private sector work, while our government clients typically reside in Pietermaritzburg. We have steadily increased our monthly revenue from a paltry 100,000 Rand in March to a healthier 600,000 Rand last month. The transition from Joburg HQ to a locally managed team has been challenging, especially the ownership of some legacy projects including Spar and Club Ledger. Unfortunately, this continues to have a real impact on our profitability.
This is a demonstration.
We have, however, implemented a mature project methodology that is now paying off. Recent successes include the deployment of K-App, mobile app.
No, you can't pause the live. Why are you pausing the live stream?
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
can you
repeating, yeah, and it's live streaming now.
So everyone,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
is in front here. Yes. Make sure you can see the screen, huh?
Okay, so should we just quickly introduce what Richard's doing? Okay, so Richard, I don't know what you're doing. Yes. So you're gonna have to introduce. Everyone knows Richard, right? No. You guys don't know Richard? No, okay. So this is Richard Bailey. He kind of knows code like we don't know. He's Mr. Code. So he's a purist. So what happens is when we, let's call it hack code together, he has a heart attack.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Everyone and calls us like serious names and then does it as the purist guy. So like Europcar. Well, we've never even, it'll be funny. Did you want to do Europcar?
No, it's fine.
Alright, so Rich is just going to quickly give us a quick demo today. Alright, thanks.
Okay, great, thanks.
Just before we can use rotationalism. Oh, yes. You make a slideshow like that.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Okay. Okay, so hi guys. So basically today, I must first say I haven't prepared a lot for this. It has been a busy week at the client, so I'm probably going to stumble around here and there, so please excuse. But basically today I just want to demonstrate something small with regards to mocking some JSON data out, and basically a way for you to actually see how you can actually view your data.
This is a
without
demonstration
actually
of
running your application.
Wirecast.
So what I'm actually going to be making use of is a lot of XAML-based applications and a lot of kind of topics that you've heard multiple times about dependency injection and so forth, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to show you about how to actually mock out application, and by simple switching of dependency injection, we're going to switch between the mocking service and then we're going to switch to the actual implementation of the...
This is a demonstration of
By
Wirecast.
the way, we are going to get our data. So it's going to make a little bit more sense moving forward. So that's just a small little overview that I'm just going to talk about. It's not going to take long. I'm not going to bore you too much today. Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're waiting. We want to eat. Show us some code and let's go.
Great, cool. Okay, so that's just a small little overview we're going to talk about, and then this is basically the application that I'm going to show you.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Like I said, I'm making use of a XAML-based application. XAML-based applications normally basically go hand in hand with MVVM architectural patterns. And I'm also going to showcase a little bit of dependency injection, which is going to have an abstraction layer. And then we're going to basically switch between the mock dependency or the actual implementation, which is our web API. So a lot of this is going to make sense much sooner.
Sorry, sound. Awkward.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's hard.
So it's going to make a lot more sense. So I think, let me quickly get to that first. Right here. So I can also share all this code for you guys, just to, because obviously I'm not going to have a lot of time to show you in depth what's actually going on here. So there's a lot of principles which I'm just going to skip over and just assume that you know exactly how it works.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I just need to fix the sound quickly.
How is it?
Yeah, sorry man.
Dit is Inky.
Ja.
Okay,
try again.
Okay, great. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've created this application, which is a portable class library. Some of you might have heard of it before, which is basically a DLL which can be used on multiple form factors, multiple applications. It's not constricted to a specific, like for instance, okay. So basically it's not just constricted to being used in, for instance, a Win32 application. It can be used, for instance, in an Android application. It can be used in Windows Mobile. It can be used in web. It can be used, well, portable. You know, that's basically what it's saying. It's saying that you can use it across multiple platforms. So basically I've thrown in a lot of code over here, but basically what I just want to show you is going to be this small little part right at the end here. Sorry. Which is going to be this small little piece over here. So that is basically going to, those two lines of code, sorry, let me just show you. This one is actually going to make use of the mock implementation, and this one is going to use the actual implementation, which is going to actually point to our web API. Our web API is also part of this project. It's just a simple little thing that's returning some JSON information, and basically our main application, which is our WinRT application. I was speaking of the fact that we are making use of a XAML-based application. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to show you our person view. If that loads one day. Awesome. Great.
Demonstration of
It's like
Okay, sorry, I'm just going to rebuild this application. It doesn't seem like I'm getting any joy at the moment. Getting haunted by the demo demons.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, come on. Okay, finally. Okay, so basically normally when you build a WinRT application or XAML-based application, or for that matter a web application or any application that actually gets bound to data, you would typically need to actually go to the database, go to your web API, go wherever to basically get that data, and then during runtime you bound data against some of your UI components, and then you display it. Okay, so then you run your application, you check how it looks, and then all of a sudden you see you don't like the way it looks. Stop the application, go change something, run it again, and you kind of follow this process until you like what you see. As you can see at this present moment, this application, although it's in in design mode, it's already running. Because my bootstrapper is pointing to my mock implementation, the WinRT, the whole binding framework is actually implementing and is running this code. I can show you now, like for instance, if we go to all this data that you're seeing over here is coming out of a JSON file. I can show you this JSON file, and I can show you the information inside of it. It's just this mock data. So you can see that first person's name over there, the surname is Burnett. So if we go over here, we can see that first person's name over there is also Burnett. Let's see. There. So it's actually getting bound to it. It's actually also showing like all the information that's related to it. Like for instance, it even shows the progress bar gets updated automatically with regards to the data that's being received. So if I can take it actually one step further, in our bootstrapper, I've had some preprocessor compilers over here, and if I switch it to release mode, it's actually going to switch now to our actual implementation, right? Which is going to be our web API. And then, crap. I'm just going to rebuild the project. So now you guys agree, now I've switched it so that it's not making use of the mock implementation, so it's not pointing to our JSON implementation, it's now pointing to our actual implementation, our web API that's part of our project. So now theoretically what should happen is kind of what I was saying right in the beginning, is that you would actually now need to run your application every time to see what's going to happen, because that data is residing inside the web API. So I mean, it's not like it's getting pulled during design time, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. So the thing is, now you would need to run your application, check how it looks, stop it, change a little bit, run it, and so forth and so on, okay? But why hasn't this? Oh, come on.
Is die web API gebouw op die IIS?
Yes, it is. Nope. So actually what's supposed to happen, in case you were wondering...
I think it's running IIS Express. When I open up the project,
oh, is it?
To IIS Express. No, IIS already.
Shit.
Yeah. It's fine, it's still...
Okay, so basically what's supposed to happen is, it was actually like the cool...
I've seen it.
Yeah, that was actually... This was actually the cool part. So actually, during design time, what would have happened is that because the way the whole application is structured, that, as I mentioned, during design time, the code is actually being run in XAML, okay? So what would have happened is the bootstrapper is going to make use of our release implementation, which is actually going to hit our actual service, our actual web API, and that would have actually went to the API, got the data back, and in design time we would have seen the web API data being displayed there without actually running the application.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, it's actually more awesome if you see it. Because
is this something you picked up now, or had to go through because of the Vodacom issues you guys?
yes, like one of the major things at the moment is Vodacom is the fact that you are 100% reliant on back-end services, and the back-end services, well, 90% of the, yeah.
So that's a different team developing.
You're totally reliant on a different team that's providing you data, and if they aren't providing you data, there's nothing you can do. So you're just sitting and waiting and waiting. So at the end of the day, what you can do is, if you know how the models are going to look like, the JSON models, you can mock those JSON models out, and you can build like an entire JSON files, like hundreds of JSON files, positive responses, negative responses, everything. And you can actually mock your whole application out by running against those mock JSON files. And you can change the JSON files to say, right, let's make a negative response versus a positive response. And then you can actually check what your application is going to do. So by actually making use of dependency injection, you can actually just say, right, now we're going to switch from our mock service, which is running against our JSON files, to our actual implementation. And if your level of abstraction was correct in your view models or your controllers or whatever architectural pattern you're using, then it wouldn't matter at all, because your view models or controllers would be none the wiser. It will work against an abstract version or an abstract level of receiving that code. So if you actually look at what I'm doing, like I said, I'm not going to bore you with it now, but if you actually look at the view models that's running inside of these applications that are built, it isn't making use of any concrete implementation. So for instance, if you see there, it's running against the iData service. It's not running against the data service. So that's what I'm talking about if I was saying an abstract implementation. It's not running against anything that's concrete. Okay, and then lastly, just to get back to my slideshow, it's a pity about the actual implementation. That would have been cool. Anyway, so the last thing that I just want to show is something that I've seen like done a billion times, and I think a lot of guys are still making this mistake. And one of my previous colleagues made a whole blog about this, and it's called it's about deferred execution. And what it refers to is, in deferred execution, is everything with regards to IEnumerables, ILists, ICollections. We use it every day, and most of the time I've seen that a lot of the guys don't actually know how to use it. So he wrote a blog about this whole thing, and he said the blog was titled "To List Everything and Who Is to Yield." So anyway, it's a catchy phrase, but never mind. So the thing is, what I did actually here is to go into DocPeek, and I actually went into the .NET libraries and showed what actually is happening inside the toList, because most guys go and they run a query and they say toList, 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 toList on everything, just toLists. And so then I'm trying to show here, okay, basically this is what's happening if it's a toList. And so every time you call a toList, it's actually creating a new list instance. So this is actually the constructor for a list, okay, on the right-hand side. And we'll see that on this specific line over here, it's saying that if the collection is of a type iCollection, it's trying to do like a saved cast over there. But the thing is, most link queries actually produce an IEnumerable. It doesn't produce an iCollection or an iList, okay? So the thing is, this over here, where it says if collection is not null, is probably going to be false, because the thing is, the collection is going to be null, because the collection that's being received is probably of a type IEnumerable. So what is it doing? It's actually skipping this part, and it's jumping into the else statement. So then it's actually running a for each. That's actually what it's doing. It's going and saying, right, we have this list of 10 million items, and we're going to iterate over each of them, add them to the list, and give you a list on top of that. So if you have a list, and you say toList on top of that, and you say toList again, and toList again, and toList again, it's running like, I don't know, like 14 million times already in my simple example that I've just given you. I've also just provided like a small little structure over here that says that the IEnumerable, well, that arrow going up there was what I was trying to say with regards to the iCollection, but I'm just giving an inherited structure of how it actually works, that an IEnumerable is actually being implemented on an iCollection, and an iList is an iCollection and an IEnumerable. So it's important to understand this, and why it's so important to understand this is a small little stupid application I made. It's a very small little application, and in the one instance, what I've did was, you can see I basically have like 10 million items that I'm just creating over here, right? And and then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to to-list, and then I'm going to to-list again, and then I'm going to to-list again, and then I'm going to take 10 of them. Okay. So let's actually see what's going to happen if I run this. So, wrong one. Right one. Radio. Oh. Okay, so take into consideration the first call is I'm going to hit to-list on each one of them, right? Oh, come on. Okay, so no. Yep, sorry, wrong one. This isn't good.
Luckily, we've got uncapped bandwidth.
Yes, you can. At least in the beginning, I said I wasn't prepared, so it's showing.
Your disclaimer.
Yes. So basically, there you can see I've done like a whole to-list on everything. It took like 2 seconds to run the whole thing on all of them. Okay, on 10 million items. So now I'm going to do the second one, but I'm not going to do a to-list. I'm just going to make use of the IEnumerable the whole time, and then eventually I'm just going to run the for each. And there you can see it took, oh shit.
12 milliseconds.
We still have to proceed.
Okay, this isn't working. Okay, so the one took about 2 seconds to complete, and the other one took 12 milliseconds to complete. So the one was 174 times faster than the other one. So this was just a small little example where I took integer numbers, 10 million of them, and just iterated through them. Okay, imagine this was going to a database, web API, REST service, whatever. These numbers would have been substantial. And this is why a lot of our applications is taking like ages just to execute, because we don't understand the actual workings of to-list.
If you think about Azure and paying for processing power, then this makes a difference, because now suddenly
yes,
hits your pocket.
Yes. So like for instance, I know one of the things, like for instance in Brightplan, for instance, there was a case where we had a couple of a lot of cases where we were making use of to-list, and then the application is getting slower and slower and slower, because even if you were to go and you were to say, like for instance, you go and you say to-list, and then you run a where clause, and then after the where clause, you say another to-list. Okay, so let's say it returns like 1 million items. So we're first iterating 1 million times, then we're making that one shorter, let's say 50,000 items, and then we're iterating again 50,000 times. Why? So it's better to just make use of the IEnumerable. I'm not saying to-list is a bad thing. I'm just saying just be aware of how to use it, instead of to-list everything and use to yield. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so Richard, when
yes,
will you actually use a to-list on something, and when you will use a for each or something to enumerate?
It depends on what you want to do. So the thing is, if you want to, so IEnumerable, if you actually go and look in an IEnumerable doesn't have the methods .add, .remove, and so forth, because that you will find in an iCollection. And if you remember that inheritance structure, that's the next one. So the thing is, if you have a list or an IEnumerable, and you want to add something to an IEnumerable, you'll probably not be able to do that. Then you'll probably go and you'll to-list on it, to be actual, to actually add something on top of that list. But it all depends on what you want to do. So there's not like a super clear-cut answer to it depends on your scenario. If that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, I can share all the stuff for you guys. You can look through the code if you want to. There's like a million stuff I've skipped now, but like I said, to explain everything would take quite a while. So
And your door is always open.
yes, pretty much.
Cool. Thanks, Richard. Much
Cool.
appreciated. Okay. Suppose we're concluding the work.
We are concluding this.
By mopping the van de TFS en so. My cousin,
Ja, is klaar. Het is eintlik al klaar TFS.
okay.
It's
My
onder
cousin
PLC.
repository.
Nee, it's onder PLC.
Yes. Could be on mock.
Oh ja, die tweede, my punchline was gone.
demonstration of
The leaves keep on falling, wind won't blow them away. Water won't stop rising, yeah, the levee's gonna give way. This house has been neglected, it's covered in ferns. This much has been expected, yeah, the road is endless.